Well, we're very honored and we respect the fact that it's very hard to get to the Elite Eight. And for us to be advancing again is something that is a tribute to our players and how hard they've worked. And I know they're looking forward to tomorrow night's match at home and playing one last time at home this season for that opportunity to go to the Final Four. So we're looking forward to it.
Okay, questions for the student athletes?
This is maybe the first time we talked to you since your announcement, but why did you decide you wanted to run it back and not make this year's last run?
Yeah, I've just really loved my experience here. Coming in at 18, you never know like what college is going to be like, what your experience is going to be like. And thinking of 18-year-old me, there's no way I would have thought I'd be in college for 6 years. But I just love the program that Jarrett's created here. It's such a positive environment, and it really allows everybody to just kind of, flourish into the person that they want to be. I feel like we have an incredible coaching staff that's going to prepare me to play at the next level. And I thought, what other place would I want to be at than right here? Being able to take advantage of that extra COVID year and put myself in the best position to play at the next level.
I lied, we had talked to you since we talked to you before the tournament, and you had talked about before the tournament that you thought it was really important to start off strong in these matches, foot to the throat, all that stuff. How have you thought you all have executed that plan so far this tournament?
I think we've done a really good job. Against Marquette, we were like foot on the gas from the start. Obviously, the third set didn't go how we wanted to, but I was really proud of just how our demeanor didn't change and we didn't seem frazzled or it didn't become chaotic. I just think that our team does a really good job at respecting every single opponent that we play, because at this level and at this point in the season, everyone's incredible. Anybody can lose at any given moment. So really just props to our team for going really hard from the start and staying with that throughout the whole match.
Emma, this is a team full of vets, but you're kind of the baby, you're the freshman. How is your first tournament going? This is an experience that, your first experience in the postseason.
Yeah, it's been super fun. I love to compete and I love these hard games. I think when you know that any game could be your last, it makes you play together so much as a team, and it makes every single game even more special.
What did you expect the tournament to be? And has it lived up to those expectations?
Yeah, it has. I mean, you feel the nervous feelings, but it's also so fun. Every team comes to beat you. Every team wants to continue their season. So just a competitive drive every single day in the gym and on the court is just so much fun.
And obviously, you have a great person to learn from with Zoe. What has she taught you? What have you learned from her throughout this year?
Yeah, Zoe's taught me so much. She's like a great role model and a great person to learn from. She's really taught me that making mistakes is okay and to give myself some grace sometimes. When you come in as a freshman and you're playing, you are really hard on yourself and you expect perfection, but that's just unrealistic. So she's really grounded me in that aspect and helped me to just work hard and keep going every single day even when it gets hard.
Either Asia or Emma, does the first two matches against Ohio State, do those matter tomorrow?
No, I don't think it matters at all. Obviously, it's great that we've won those first two matches and it put us in a position to be seated how we were in the tournament. But like I said before, it's anybody's game. It's the postseason. Everybody wants to win. Nobody wants to go home. So you really just have to erase everything that happened back in, August, and just, play like we've never played them before.
Emma?
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Those two matches don't matter. They were at the very beginning of the season, and everything is different in the postseason. Everyone's coming to play. Everyone is out to get you. So we just got to be prepared and mentally focused.
Asia, how do you think the team has played overall? How would you grade the tournament so far?
I would say we're playing at a really high level. It's really great being on this team because there's so many people that are really terminal, so many people that you can look to. Anyone can, everyone's going to have an off night at some point, but there's not that pressure and just overall stress of being like, I need to play really, really well so we can win. So it's been great to have a team where we all are playing at a high level. We all have the respect and know that we can lean to the person next to us. So I think we've been doing really well, and obviously there's still things we can improve on that we still need to build on, but it's been really nice to have all these people around us every day.
When we talk about August and the season, how fortunate is it that this team that always puts itself in a position to be here to play on their own court during this round?
Well, RPI is really important when you're trying to be able to host the first 4 rounds. And so The biggest challenge is you got to be good every single night. It's hard. You can't have any mistakes. You can have maybe one bump in the road like we did, but it's something that our program understands. I think the leadership and the young women that we have buy into that. They've been phenomenal in terms of understanding that and the preparation and the dedication that it takes. And this group this year did a great job with it, so we're excited.
Asia, Emma, you want to talk about the benefit of playing at home, the joy of playing at home?
The joy of playing at home.
Oh my goodness, playing in Greg is like such a special experience, and to be able to like continue to play here every chance we get, I think gives us a pretty good advantage to have our own fans here, and we can feed off of them.
I love playing at home. I always talk to my friends on other teams, and they always say how tough it is to play here and how they just hate our fans because it's like right on top of the court. They're always so into the game, so aggressive. But like Emma said, it's just always nice to be at home and to have those familiar faces and the familiar routine and just being able to, wake up in your own bed the morning before a game. But I love Greg, I love the atmosphere, and I really love the fans.
Can you talk about how busy this week has been? Because a lot of times here in playoffs, like baseball, you're at soccer, when you're in the middle of the class. How do you kind of put all this together? What is that different?
It's definitely busy and chaotic, but as student athletes, I think we are always prepared for situations like that. We have a really good support staff academically and just our coaches, and I think from the beginning of the season, they really help us learn how to manage everything really well, and I know a lot of our teammates are really on top of their academics. People got things done in advance, so I think it hasn't really been an issue. I don't know. Do you think, Emma?
No, I don't really think it's been a huge issue, and like going into the postseason, we talked about keeping our same routines and just like not changing things because it could be the end of the season any day. I think everyone's just done a really good job of prioritizing school and volleyball equally and doing what they need to do so they can be focused in practice.
Anything else for Asia and Emma?
Emma, you're kind of from Ohio State country. Do you have a lot of friends back here who are rooting for the Buckeyes, or have you converted them all to burnt orange?
My friends, I would say, have converted to burnt orange, but there's definitely people at home that are Buckeye fans. And I know some of the girls on the team, so it's a fun time to like play girls that you know from home. So I'm excited.
All set? Well, thank you, Asia and Emma.
Thank you.
You guys go. We'll go to questions for Coach Elliott. Thank you.
Yep.
Questions for
Jarrett,
Coach?
when you're studying this Ohio State team, do you even watch those first two matches, or is it more imperative to do what they've done recently?
No, I mean, you look at the strength of opponent. Like, there's a analytics program called Volleymetrics where you can really dial in and get a lot of video in no time. So if I want to see everyone to land out swings, I can go through every match she's played and just press a button and it goes all through that. So you can get the information pretty fast. But you're looking at a lot of matches. Probably the last 6 to 8 matches, just trying to kind of see some tendencies, what they're doing, and evaluating what you want to do strategically against a really good team, and they're doing the same thing against us.
So overall, kind of the same question I asked Asia, do those first two matches matter?
No, I mean, obviously Landau had 29 kills. She's put up a tremendous amount of kills last night, and also, they're getting their middle a lot more involved than the first time we played them. I think they're a lot more balanced, and they're playing at an elite level right now. So again, it comes down to, I think if you talk to Jen, they're going to both say it's our execution, it's our serve and pass game, and it's how we manage the game, and can we execute at the things that we want to do. Coaches are well prepared now. They're great coaching staff. We're going to be well prepared, and we've got confidence in our staff. So it's about our touches and how we control the ball.
What is your relationship like with Jen? I understand that you did like a fun little Q&A before the season started, so there seems to be a little bit of a friendship there.
Yeah, I got to know Jen a long time ago when she was playing for the USPV, one of the first pro volleyball leagues a long time ago, and I just loved the way that she played as a setter. But more importantly, she was just a great human being. I think obviously we're in the coaching world, and there's a lot of really good coaches, but there's some coaches that do it the right way, and so she is definitely one of those people, and I respect those type of people and the way they go about their business. And you can tell that she puts the team first and her players first, and that's important to me, at least for the people that I respect, and I think she's done a great job of building the culture there. Yeah, every year is, if you don't win at all, the house falls down and you got to rebuild it, right? And so we have 11 new players that we come back. It's a completely different culture than we had a year ago, completely different personnel. And this group has really been bought in, and they're really playing for each other. I said this last night, but I think when you get to this tournament at this point, you can really tell by the way that the players are interacting and their drive for practice and the energy that they're bringing. They're excited about this postseason, and they want to continue, and they want to go out and reach the goal of, getting to a Final Four and having the next opportunity there to advance to the finals. So it's a lot of work that's done. It's a lot of media stress that comes from that, but I think that we're doing a good job of kind of balancing that and making sure that we can focus on Ohio State.
How do you think it's fun and exciting with your dad? I know that you're very fun and exciting too. Your dad, but to enjoy the ride along the way to get to this point, you're saying you got to get there, you got to get here, you got to get there.
I think coaching is a lot about X's and O's, but it's a lot about management and how you manage your team and how you speak to your team and the communication and motivation things that you use to be able to make that happen. We've got an excellent staff in terms of top to bottom, from a strength coach to our volley technician to obviously my coaches to the trainer. Everybody that's involved is all on the same page, and we work together and meet every week. But we're trying different ways to motivate them and try to find ways that we're connecting with them one-on-one. I think spending a lot of time on one-on-one meetings, but also trying to find that right balance of where throughout the season, when can you find a day off here, a day off there to give them an emotional and physical break. And every time that we've pulled back, they've come back stronger. So it's been great. And I wish I would say it's me, but it's more the players and the ones that have bought into this and our leadership. That's what it really comes down to. And so, everyone rallies around our seniors and this group that came in.
Jared, do you think that Logan has done enough to win the Player of the Year award, or do you think y'all need to reach the Final Four to let that happen?
You usually need to reach the Final Four to be the Player of the Year. I think I don't recall the last time that has not happened. I think there's something that is special about getting to the Final Four and proving that your team deserves to be in that mix. But she's definitely put up the numbers. She's put up the leadership, and she's done a lot for this sport. So she's a special young lady. But I'll tell you this: she would give that up for a heartbeat for a national championship. So that's not on our agenda right now. Our agenda is to try to figure out how to beat Ohio State and get this team ready.
I think you've talked a little bit about Sage kind of being overshadowed and maybe overlooked. Do you think that's because she plays at Texas and there's such good pin hitters and offensive talent here? Why do you think that overshadowing has happened? That's
a great question. I think it's been a problem, well, not a problem, but it's been part of our program for a long time, is that people just assume that it's really easy to set Texas and you shouldn't get any awards or because you got all these great hitters around you. But Sage has really developed into a really fine player. I mean, I was really impressed with her last night. I even sent her a text after the match just because she's playing with a lot of confidence. Her defense is really good. She made a couple nice block moves, and she's making some aggressive sets and confident about the way that she's going it. So she's being a true leader right now, and I love where she's at emotionally as a setter and the confidence that she's bringing to this team.
How much has she grown since she got that starter job at the Ohio State match in August?
Oh, tremendously. I think we have to remember our kids are 18 to 22 years old, and they're learning about themselves and learning how to develop, and they're learning to deal with the stresses, especially being on the stage of Texas. And she's done such a good job, and David has done a great job with her and kind of mentoring her and giving her that confidence. And the team has really bought into what she's doing and given her confidence as well. And so to see her being on the All Big 12 and all the region shows that she has developed a tremendous amount. But her range has really developed, and the way that she sets the match and runs the offense is pretty special.
All set. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Jared.
Yeah.